Coach, NFL on EA. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock, Miami. For the coach and Charles.
Hard Rock Stadium moments ago, like any other in sport, as both teams met. These guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Miami Dolphins. Gordon door in this one. I think it ends with certainly trust.
Get by, play the game with all the response for him. At the top of his game, your team's not going.
Fielded in the end zone, and no run back will be a touch 20-yard line. Comes around the field. They'll be MVP of the National League in 2018, the former Red Raiders.
I thought there was build on in last week's game, but I thought he played fair ball. This is an interception. Bottom line, though, they easily eliminate interception, can take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver.
5 yards on the game's first play. Now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle. Taylor, Garius guy with athletic ability, plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle, plays to the echo of the...
On second down now, it's Ingram. And he gets 5. Good gain. They'll look now at the current NFL against the run.
He wants him to pass, or let's see the quarter
starts early and often. They can...
Smith, the down up is a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. The blitz.
Catch is taken. Yard line. Dash the punt. Deep in there with a 10. The leading run. This is a strong running there. Gets this up over the 15-yard. Call it a gain of 4, and that'll make. Following the pickup of. He's going to. It'll be a pick and first down.
We see it.
Well, I want you to know I listen to your word vision.
Let's continue, guys.
It'll be last run. Now they'll throw here to Jackson. The reception.
That next teammate, time experienced quarterbacks. He really, and I think they knew right where the blitz was going.
Going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target.
He knew it was primary. He read that as soon as he got to the line. Knew where the
first and 10. On the at this inside the 30. The Miami first down. That one gain of 11. You were telling me this yesterday doing the opening drive game.
Yeah, we wanted to G me repeatedly. Man, it's not necessarily size. He's talking about get leverage, knock people back, establish the run early.
This one.
His point on this has been very field game nation. Throw the football.
I'm going to ask you about that. Big day. Frank Clark.
Well, they're signing.
Wilson. Knock in. Going to long drive. A field goal would be a letdown. Can they now on 3rd and goal? Down, no, incomplete.
There to force the incompletion. One thing, when you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely ways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. They didn't get one there. Keep making plays like that. They might just
one defensive. They come.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first down there.
That isn't good about continue throughout this ball game. If you're, it's only gave all on us pretty well.
Washington onto the field and out.
Guys, a little bit jumping under some opportunity.
Second down at the fair. 9 there, and it's a first and 10. Clear. And he went backward. He'll be down. It's going to go at 1 on 4. Another is winning the entire game at the point.
Right there, the line is dominating it.
And that is intercepted by NFL Lite Casey. That is 41-yard line.
Exactly show power. They come out fire away and things, but they put their spot.
Now a for Joe. And for the safety, TJ Ward. On now, Wilson. First down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it. You had to figure, what's up with it? You should know that's away.
Down to about 10. Tackle made by.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's, you're now doing the defense. What? Now you get off and throw the draws and other.
End up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yards.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Aaron Jones, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown. Lambo now. He'll kick away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Jones works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Numbers for Wilson, maybe in his career, but he's still a threat.
He was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull down.
It'll be a pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Back up the middle. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They don't need to run another play here before the down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out to New York, in for the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The kick by Lambo is good, and that'll push the lead 10-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? If they need him late in the game, confidence should be sky high.
No run back. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Not particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, make sure your playmakers touch the ball. Too exotic. Meaning you don't have perimeters, turn around and hand it to you out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Mahomes, 5, dropped a yard or 2 shot after the first to use 3 timeouts with just over 0 before halftime. Mahomes inside the before he's brought down. Now want to use stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarter away from him. Everyone else defense is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Vinatieri's kick is good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December. You can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
Penalty as 10. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Aaron Rodgers leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one, visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Jameis Winston with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they've the lead over the Houston Texans. Miller with a couple of there. So Wilson, who was in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Guy and Charles.
Rain set to continue as we are solid return, pretty good issue. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with on. Here's what they're going to do to attack. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second.
See adjustments that might be made defensively. Yards.
I think that's a great example. All tight ends are created equal because everything completion, no, he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're going to have another first down here. Ski 5.
I think it all came together there to move.
And it'll be second down.
Time when the wide receiver, the running backs, they can
pressure and the one on, but not before getting this inside the first down here. It was made at the Redskins' 29-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along because the spot there.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. With the 50 and a touchdown. That is in. The time left in the game, but now away a little room with that one.
People to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, the exact same situation, but I do know that all being on second half, no matter what, first 3 half.
And they're able to connect long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest you'll ever see. He'll kick this one away. Few yards into the end zone. Run, this will be a touch. Comes out to the out there, offense. Can you start that next drive? Throw that out.
Think you that there's any out there and go totally didn't affect it. Run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they to the time with 4. It's good for a washout. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First terrific knockdown and in.
I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs that poise, right?
I would suggest he laminate it.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a on its mark, and this off is a couple of yards short. He got with 40 yard.
Needed. Now they're on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, that's where they spot it.
The flip pitch, little bomb of a punt. Is it inside the 5-yard line? Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And some room now. The Dolphins extend that advantage. And that run massive game and
got your calculator, partner. Be carry time away to the end zone.
Always, but the extra points up and good. And the lead is now 20. Those who dropped it was now after the touchdown away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something. So far, being calm work.
They need any spark at this point. A lot of happy faces in the crowd. Their guys have a big lead here. Number 4. They'll come up now, sack from the 31. And tackled down after a gain of 2nd and 3rd and a look in front. Take these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking pass. Is off.
Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Michael Crabtree, he had it and lost it. And that'll make it third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Freeman's this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have a number. This widens it out, and now it's all about ball control.
This fielder gets into the end zone. They run back here, the switchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on that last drive, went for it on over. Good job by their defense.
With the goalie, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach said, I believe in my defense. I can open more, and that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll try to pick that down, and something we can do.
Because someone cried as well, the ball carrier with abandon.
Mahomes lead. Gain of 6 there on first. You got the big defensively underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on them after catch, inbounds, just go that way.
Throw again out. And they yard 23. Down. 2 minutes here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is entered the 4th time today. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And that one, Charles, is just going to wrap up a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're defensively or not. Just giving up points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Pick up there, and it'll be 2nd down. Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now Jones. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Dolphins, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.